Hello, my name is Zachary. In this video I will be tying a Turk's head knot out of paracord. This knot is the same kind of knot used in scouting to tie a type of neckerchief slide called a woggle. So the materials you need for this is a tape measure, though mostly just in the beginning when you're measuring your length, but that's still not necessary. You need 40 inches of paracord or greater. You need scissors, and you need a lighter. You don't necessarily need the ruler, like I said before, or tape measure. Okay, so to start off, you need your 40 inches of paracord or greater, and you're going to be using 3 fingers. So you're going to wrap it around your fingers, and that'll kind of give you a size of the knot to start with. And then once you're finished tying the knot, you're going to try and work it through, tightening it little by little until it's down to the size you want. So to start, you're going to lay it across all 3 fingers, go over, around the back, back up, and this doesn't have to be tight. You're going to go over this strand and around again. Then you're going to come up in between this loose end here and then this other strand over here. And then come up in between those, cross over this one, and you're going to come up alongside this beginning strand. Then you're going to go underneath it, back into the middle, and pull it through. So you're going to go over and then under. And you're going to turn your hand over. You're going to take this strand, you're going to pull it over this one. Okay? These are the 2 strands that you use to wrap around your hand to start off with. So you're going to take this one towards the base of your hand, you're going to pull it over the second one. Then you're going to take this strand, and you're going to put it underneath this bottom loop, this bottom strand here, and pull it up through in between them. And pull it all the way through. So after it came up from underneath this one, it then went over this strand and then underneath this one, over this one. Now you're gonna, while continuing around your hand, you're gonna stick it underneath this strand, this one towards the end of this finger. Underneath, pull it through, and you're back around to the start, almost. Okay, and that's finishing the first time around. You're gonna stick it where this one starts. Pull it through this hole right alongside it like that. Now that's the hard part. Getting that first step is the hard part. The rest of it is you literally just follow this strand around right next to it. Make sure it stays on the same side of it the entire time. So this one went over that strand, you're going to go over that strand with it. Goes underneath this strand and then over the next. Same thing. Here, same thing. Goes over that strand, gonna go under this strand with it, and then over the next. Pull through. And go underneath this strand, over the now 2 starting strands. Like that. And follow it under this one, over those 2 strands after it, like that. I'm going to go underneath this strand, right there, over those 2 strands. Make sure you stay on the same side of it. You're gonna go underneath this one strand here, this single strand, over the double strands, like that, underneath the two strands, up there, put your finger back in, underneath these two strands. Now notice I'm on the wrong side of it now. I'm going to pull it under these two strands and then pull it back over to the correct side of it, like that, and pull it through. Under these two strands here. Okay, so over those goes under these two. Right here, so you're following this one. Right there. And then that's it. You're gonna only go underneath. You're gonna go over these two strands, under this single strand. Right through this hole. And then it's done. Then you're basically just going to slowly tighten it. So you're gonna pull out your 3 fingers and put 2 in there. And you're going to tighten it to the 2 fingers now. So starting with this one. So I'm going to pull a little bit of that through. Stop it right there. I'm going to hold it with my thumb so it doesn't pull through while I'm still yanking the same forward. That through. That through. Alright, and you're just going to continue around pulling the same strand through, and eventually you're going to pull it all through on this one. This may take a little while. Then after that, I'm going to show you where to cut it and fuse it to finish it. Oh, this one crossed over, so pull that back to the correct side. There we go. Almost done. Looks like one more. Oh, that's it. Alright, and this doesn't quite look right, but that's okay. Alright, before I finish it, I'm going to demonstrate it one more time on yellow so it's more visible. And this one is not 40 inches, this is longer than 40 inches. That is also to show you that it will work with longer than 40 inches as well. So, 3 fingers. I'm going to wrap it around this way. Make an X, bring it up to the middle, over this strand, under this strand. Like that. Pull it through. Like that. Over here, take this one, pull it over this one, so you make this loop here. So the loop going that way is going to be underneath, the loop going that way is going to be over. You're going to cross this over this one that's going over, but this side of it, like that. And then it's going to go underneath this bottom loop and up through the middle. Like that, pull it through. Make sure these are still crossed correctly. And you're going to continue over this strand here, like that. And it's going to go underneath this strand here. Like that. So now you're in the middle again. It's going to go over this one like that. and then it's going to go underneath this bottom loop, right next to the strand you started with, and up. Like that. And then again you would continue around, making sure that it lines up next to them all, and it'll look like this. Alright, so I'm just going to tighten this one real quick so you can see some of the details of it a little better. So yeah, just wanted to demonstrate that one more time because I wasn't sure how well you could see it the first time I did it. So how you're going to finish this, you're going to have to be very careful with it. Oh, it's actually coming loose. Here, I'm actually going to tighten it around my thumb. I want it a little smaller. Okay, so now you have that. I made it a little tighter, a little smaller. Felt like it was coming loose on me before. So now to make this a continuous loop, I'm going to cut a little bit off of this end, and then about here off of this end. And then I'm going to melt them with the lighter and connect them. Then you're going to kind of hide that little splice fuse thing underneath one of the strands, and it'll look like that, like a continuous, it'll look like it'll continue all around, all the way around. I'm going to cut right there. Cut right a little further, right there. Alright, here we go. Just like that. And then I'm gonna hide it underneath, like that. And you're done. So there's that. There you go. Paracord Turk's head. Or Neckerchief Woggle. Thank you for watching my video. Hope you were able to follow along. Hope you liked it.